What's going on, everybody? John Arapoli here with my MMA news, and today's guest just defeated Josh Frem at UFC Vegas 63 for his first career UFC win. Pleased today to be joined by Tresean Gore. Tresean, nice to see you again, man. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate the time, and congrats on the win.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
So let's start with the emotions here, right? First win in anything is a big deal. Never mind the UFC, the sport's biggest promotion. What are the emotions like right now after getting that first UFC victory?
I just feel thankful. I just feel grateful. But I also feel very, very, ready to get back in the gym and continue to get better and get another win.
So as we talk about emotions to open it up, I want to actually talk about earlier in the week because you were very emotional, and Dana White even shared your a little snippet of your pre-fight press conference, and that kind of took off. Fight week, which I don't think people realize is a very emotional week for a fighter, just with everything going on between weight cuts and the stress of having the fight coming up and just the lead up to everything that goes into a fight. Just talk about that moment on fight week, what was going through your mind and what all those emotions were like that led you to be so emotional in that moment.
Well, I put my all into this for like ever since I was a kid. I always knew I was gonna make it here, and I always knew I would be champion one day. And like to lose back to back like I did put me in a very depressed state, made me feel low. And also like also just while I was out after losing, I'm sitting here watching my mother almost pass away from her leg being amputated and just not taking care of herself the way she's supposed to. Like just watching my mother slowly die along with losing and not having the money I want to have, and like just all that, you know, just added up on me, and also just what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for my siblings, my loved ones. Like it put me those losses put in perspective what how important this is to me. It made me like question if I wanted to keep fighting, but everything in me wanted to keep fighting, and I'm honestly glad I lost because it made me a better man and a better fighter.
Man, that's a lot that was going through your mind before the fight, and it's great that you were able to get things to come full circle here and get the win. And I'm glad that a lot of that too has made you stronger and hungrier, and it's definitely showed in this performance. And I want to get into that performance now, getting into some of the X's and O's of this fight. We'll start with the opening round here. So you're able to get a takedown, control probably the first half of the round. Once he gets back into the feet, though, pretty even. You could say maybe even a slight lean towards him in the stand up there. Pretty close round. I didn't get to see how the judges scored. I would assume with you getting the takedown, the control time, probably were able to swing it in your favor. But still a very close and competitive round to start things off in the fight. Just talk about that opening round, kind of what you were seeing and how you kind of felt that it played out.
Like the times he did touch me was kind of like he was trying to just aim for one big shot and catch me because he saw me get caught in my last fight. So he was trying to throw like the same right hand and around my guard, and he was trying to throw things. So like, um, I guess, man, like how I had it going to the second round, like people can't see, but he was the one damaged. I wasn't. Like his face was like a bloody mess from me busting his nose with my jab, and also something on his head was bleeding. So like from what I seen from my perspective, he was the one fading. Like people, like the commentators and everybody was saying I was tired in the stand up, but I just was like overly relaxed somewhat because like I was trying not to overexert myself, and I was trying to like just be smart. I was trying to not to overexert, but I was also trying not to underexert. It's always like a happy median. So I was just trying to like stay in a happy median and be smart in there. And I just feel like, man, like it was a dominant fight from me, but it could have been a lot better because he did touch me and he made it a little more competitive than what I wanted it to be. But he is a 9-3 fighter. He's had way more fights than me. Um, and yeah, that's just it.
And it's funny that you said, right, that you thought he was fading. I guess that's what showed then here in the second round, because you would have thought obviously that he be, having a little bit of success with the stand up. You even, you have admitted that he was able to touch you up a little bit more than what you would have liked him to. He comes right out in the second round, shoots right in for a takedown, kind of a bit of a surprise there. I'm assuming that's because he was indeed fading, but
I mean,
talk about
I
that.
feel like he shot on me personally because he felt my power. Like everybody says, like everybody sees he was touching me with a few shots, but they don't see the fact that I was blocking a lot of them and deflecting them with my arms too. But yeah, he touched me with like a few jabs and stuff, but he didn't touch me with anything devastating. I feel like he shot because he felt the power of my jab. Like I throw my jab to damage people a lot of the time, and his nose was already busted. You could see it, and he saw me looking for big shot. He saw me looking for my left hook. He saw me looking for my like big right hands. So rather make it a stand up war, he tried to shoot on me, and he tried to even the score. He tried to even the playing field, like, and try to get his points back from the first round. That's what he tried to do. I feel like he shot because he felt like what I had and what I was capable of hitting him with. So when he grabbed me, he wasn't expecting me to like actually know how to grapple because people have just rated me just the striker. But I know I'm very well rounded. I know how to grapple and I know how to like I'm pretty good on the stand up. I could be better in both places, but hey, the future's gonna tell and show that I'm gonna get better. Because man, this camp, last camp, I worked very hard, but this camp I'm gonna work even harder because I see I belong here, and I knew I belonged here my whole life. But now getting that win like that, like I know every time I fight Mr. Vicious, it's gonna come out every single time.
And I'm sure the fans are going to love to see Mr. Vicious come out like that. And just one other thing about this performance, just to ask about, just take us through the finish, because we got up to that takedown point there. He goes in for the takedown. You're able to get in with the guillotine choke. He tried to get out of it. He couldn't. You eventually put him out cold for a huge victory there. Just talk about that finish.
Man, it was honestly, man, like it was just surreal because like it took myself like a day or two to realize what just happened. Because to me, I was doing a choke that I always do in the gym, like like just normally. It just kicked in this instinct. Um, but just seeing how it looked on the highlights, like it was way more meaner than what I thought it was. Whenever I lifted him with the guillotine, I felt him trying to flip and sprawl all around and get out. But I guess I just wasn't expecting him to go to sleep as quick as he did. And also, like when I let his head go, I wasn't trying to let his head go in a malicious way. I just simply let go. And the, the fact that he freaking like his head bounced off the canvas like that, it was because his head was like bent like that. It was bent. So it kind of recoiled and hit the ground hard. But other than that, man, I feel like the performance was good. I feel like the finish was good, and I look forward to going in and doing something else spectacular.
Well, not only was the performance and the finish good, but it was good enough to earn a performance of the night bonus, an extra $50,000 coming your way there. Just like what it was like to earn your first performance of the night bonus, and what's the plans with the money?
Man, I'm going to invest a lot into my kennel. I'm focus on my LLC and stuff, and man, like just I want to invest into the kennel, invest into my family, get them a good Christmas, but also like spend money to make money too. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a lot of great investments and stuff that's gonna get me a return on the investments I make. So that's what I want to do for the longevity of my family and for me. And that's it, man. That's it. Like I said, though, this isn't really my first performance bonus. I got a performance bonus on the show too because last year I knocked out somebody, and I also got the little bonus they were giving out, which was 25K. I won that last year. I won this bonus this year, and every time I fight, to all the fans, like every time I fight, I'm coming. It's kill or be killed. Like you're literally gonna have to kill me, like to stop me from trying to end you. So that's just how I fight. And my next fight, man, I'm gonna be 10 times better. I promise. 10 times more smoother on the feet, 10 times more smoother on the ground. Because I'm gonna fucking work my ass off for this next camp. I mean, that's it.
Good stuff, man. Speaking of the next camp and everything else, what's next for you? Do you have a time frame of when you want to get back inside the octagon? You just relax and take everything in for the time being.
I say like February, March. Like because I want to evolve. Like I truly want to evolve for this next camp, and like I feel like I need a little time to like really tune up my skills. And like I said, like you've been warned. I'm putting my all into this next camp, man. Like you haven't seen the best me, nowhere close. And this next performance, I just want to outdo this performance. But thank God for this performance bonus. Thank God for everything that He does for me and my family and taking care of us. And let's just keep moving forward. Keep winning.
Awesome, man. Good stuff. Last thing before you roll out, social media, management, sponsors, anybody you got to give a shout out to? Floor is yours. Take it away.
I want to thank Barber Orthopedics for taking care of me uh, whenever I whenever I need it. Thank you for the surgeries you have performed on me, Scott Barber. Like he's been a great sponsor along the way. Jason Ferguson, great mentor, a great sponsor as well, but more so mentor because he's taught me a lot about making smart investments and right moves with my family. I would like to thank um, Eat Clean, bro. Upgrade Management, of course. Um, I would like to thank Triad Mechanical. Uh, Also, last but not least, Eat Clean, bro. So I just want to thank all of them, and let's just keep moving forward, baby. Just the beginning, just the beginning.
All right, Tresean, thanks so much for all the time, man. Really appreciate it. It's always great catching up with you, and congrats on that first UFC win. Just one thing before I roll out to everybody that watched today's interview, I just want to remind you guys, like I always do, if you like today's interview, please go to the bottom, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and make sure you guys are checking out MyMMAnews.com for all of our great work that comes out every single day of the week. Make sure you guys also go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, give us a like and a follow on there as well. We'll see you later, everybody.